Hi Aquarius, it's Sloan Rhodes here with your spiritual guidance for the month of January 2020. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And today we're just going to take a quick peek at January 2020 using the Enchanted Map Oracle deck by Colette Baron-Reid. And Aquarius, I've been telling all the signs that I do have the life, purpose, career, and money readings up on YouTube as well as on the podcast, audio podcast. So you can listen to them at the audio podcast or watch them here on YouTube. Those are up. And I do have my final sale going on over at the Sloan Academy. 60% off all of my online courses. How to work with oracle cards, how to trust your intuition, and how to work with crystals. Okay, Aquarius. What's up for January 2020? What are the messages for Aquarius for January? Okay, here we go. Oh, no, okay. Almost. Aquarius, January 2020. Okay, Dragon's Lair and Golden Palace under the deck. That's number 23, number 5, and we have Dragon's Lair 10, 19. Well, okay, Aquarius. So it looks like in the recent past with the Golden Palace, like things were going well, but there was change around this. You know, you may have thought you had entered the promised land, or you found the thing that was going to, you know, make you happy as the ego would perceive it. But now we've entered the Dragon's Lair. You know, this will be different for everybody, and it's just for a month. It's January, so you will all experience it to different degrees. But it is the ending of something here with the Dragon's Lair. So January might be a little tricky, a little sticky, because the Dragon's Lair for me is always a bit like the Devil card in the tarot. You know, there's attachments, there's agendas that we want to cling to that make life so difficult because, you know, we're not open and allowing it to be as it is. We have specific attachments and agendas often with the Dragon's Lair, and they may not be ours necessarily, but someone else's, and then suddenly you find you're caught up in someone else's agenda or someone else's expectations, and yet you were just coming in kind of innocently. So, you know, just be aware here in January, Aquarius, where your own, where you can be a bit more open and allowing, and less certain of how things should be, or how another should be, or how you should be, or the things that you thought were here to stay. You know, we have the Golden Palace, right? But it is number 5, number 23, and there's always instability and change around this. So it may have been that there was this Golden Palace, and you thought it was all going to be there forever because it looks very sturdy. But it comes with what's the word I'm looking for? Expectations, you know. The Golden Palace, it's not something that can be, it's not something that's necessarily real in the sense that this is not what brings you happiness. This is not what brings you joy. This is something to enjoy, but it's not the thing, you know? And so this is why I guess it's coming in that way. Like, in many ways, there may have been something in the recent past. It could have been a home, you know? Maybe you had a home and you thought everything was great at home, and then suddenly things aren't great at home anymore. This is a general reading for potentially, you know, thousands of people. So, Aquarius, you know, you have to kind of know what this means for your own life. But there has been some change in the recent past, and now you kind of are entering a period where it's like, I don't know, it doesn't necessarily have to be bad either, you know, because with the Dragon's Lair, it's just that there's something that is requiring you to dig deep, right? Requiring a level of consciousness and a level of awareness of self first before you enter. Knowing yourself, knowing what you're wanting, but without the need that it be a certain way. It's okay, Aquarius, and you know this already, to know what you want and hope that you get it. But it's another thing to know what you want and be absolutely certain that you have to get it what you want in exactly the same way. Because when you when you do that, it's limiting. It could be that someone or the universe is trying to give you something in a much more bountiful way, but your limited agenda or expectation has created only one way that it can come in. So do your best to be open, but be conscious and aware of your own feelings, your own agendas and expectations that may feel unhealthy or very rigid, and it will allow you to enter the dragon's lair, and your consciousness, your awareness of self, allows this icy kind of exterior, an icy experience to melt so that it's softer, it's not so rigid. And underneath, there may indeed be a golden palace. But remember, the golden palace is within. It's not in the external, and you know this already. So, all right, so these readings are meant to be rather short, so I'm going to end it there, Aquarius. Navigate this month as best you can with as much self-love and self-honor as you can, and for others. And know that the dragon's lair is... you can choose to enter or not. It's not something that's destined, but there may be some tricky and sticky energies for you this month, and just your own awareness and care of self will help you navigate it more easily and more gently. So, all right, I hope you find that helpful, Aquarius. I'll see you on the next video, over at the podcast, at your private appointment, or maybe over at the Sloan Academy. Much love.